Our legal department, co-columnist and viewers and pay music solutioner. Live from the KJ Allen Avenue branch, we have tenancy dispute reported by Mr. Sunday Kano against Mr. Conelious Ekpachuku or Epaluku. What is the name? Eluchuku. We should be writing your name properly. And Mr. Felix, is it Johnson? Johnson, oh, both all the parties are live in our office. Please join us as we intervene there for a peaceful resolution. Follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website on www.chrdac.org.ng. Thank you. Okay, let's hear from you. What is the complaint?
Um, the complaint first of all from Miss David. She has been our tenant. My name is Sonny. I'm a property manager. I manage the
You are
property.
the manager, not the landlord, are you?
I'm the manager,
Okay.
not the So
Can
for
you
like
speak up?
for like two, let's say 3 years now, his rent is not being paid as at when due. The last time, last year, I told him, I said, the owner said he will not continue, that he lost his warehouse, and most of his income is coming from the house. That I should try and make sure that their payment is being paid as at when due, so that he will be able to pay school fees and other things. He doesn't want to start borrowing money from people where he knows he has somewhere to get the money. So I told him, he gave me some basis. I told him, okay, you have to agree, you have to move. Because from his 2022, that was last year, I told him as at 2021, 2022, if I check my record, the payment doesn't come when it's supposed to be paid.
How did you normally pay them?
Sometimes he will pay after like 2, 3 months. And in short, let me cut the story long. As at last year,
Long or short?
short, sorry, as at last year, he paid half. The payment of last year that ended December before I gave him the notice till now have not been paid. And he's
The
meant to
full
move.
payment or balance?
Balance have not been paid. I told him, I said, okay, let me serve you a notice to give you time so that when your rent expire, you pay up and move so that we can lease the place to another person. I said, I don't need to tell you we are going to renovate the house or do anything. The house is okay. But this is what the owner said. He said he wants his place so that he can move on. After December, January, he said I should give him time because of the way things are till February. I said, okay, I'll try. I tried to talk to the landlord. He said, okay. He said I should give him till March again, March, April. I called the owner. I told him, the man said, the same story every time. That I should stop calling him if I don't know what to do. So I told him I've served him, that I will bring him to this place. Let's see if we'll be able to settle. If we cannot settle, then I will know the next thing to do. He now called me that we should try and talk. We did, I think, day before yesterday or thereabout. He said I should give him till June or maybe till the end of the year. I told him the owner said no, that we won't do that. Your notice expired December. I gave you January. I gave you,
December last year.
yes. I gave you January, I gave you February. You said, oh, because of the currency thing, the business. I said, I understand. I gave you till March. And I also gave it till April. He said, I won't be able to do that. I have a limit to what I can do, and I take instruction from somebody. I say, I won't be able to do that. You have to pay us, and let's agree on a short time when to June, December, no. That's just
How long has he been living there?
more than 10 years now.
10 years. So when these defaults in payments or delay in payments, when did that start?
Like 2, 3 years ago. Rent are
Meaning
not being paid.
he has been constant or he has been paying his rent as when due for the past 7 years.
Yes.
And you don't think that you feel he's doing that deliberately or actually he has some challenges.
Um, ma, with what I'm seeing around most of the time, even if it's not deliberate, I am not the problem. I gave like the notice I gave him ended December. I didn't fight him. We drove down there together. I told him, I said, I gave you said I should give you February. I did. March, April, I did. But I can't continue. I don't want to lose my job. I need the job. I need the job.
Let's hear from you. Mr. Felix, right?
No, no, it's not really true.
Hello, Choco. Can you help me step to this side? And we can sit here for a while first. What happened? Why have you not been constantly your phone?
Yeah. Actually, I've lived in that house now for like 13 years. And just like you said, maybe like 3 years back, I'm not paying, making full payments. And I actually know that most people pay maybe sequence, maybe some people pay 2 times or whatever. But I personally pay my rent as one due. But the situation of our economy is not the way it was now. So most times I pay 2 times. Like this one is saying that I'm going now. I called him sometime December. He gave me notice last year that I'm going to. But one of his feelings is that I have money. I don't want to pay him. I think that's why he's taking my case serious. But I told him it is not like that. We know the situation of things here. Sometimes to pay that money once, and also have a place I got money that I used to pay to rent, so that it should be. So last year he gave me notice that I should leave the house. I don't have any issue. I maintain that house as my own house. Everything there. I did even job set, but that's not the issue. The issue is that I don't pay once. So once I don't pay that once again, I think it seems that there is an issue. But I tried to explain to him. So but now that he gave me notice, I intend to move. But this cashless policy, whatever they did this time, it wasn't easy for me. So I called him. I need extension for me to prepare myself to change the house. It's easy, but not so easy like that. So I needed the time, and the thing didn't work out because when we talk in January, I said another thing is that I called him. If there is money I'm going, let me pay. He said I should hold on. That I asked to send the account number. He said I should hold on.
So pay for which one?
There is money I got to balancing last year.
Is it rent?
Yes.
Rent of how much?
I should balance 200.
How much?
220,000.
How much is the total rent?
It's 550.
350.
550.
550. What kind of apartment?
The 3 bedroom apartment.
Located where?
Okola.
Hmm?
Okota.
You paid last year. How many months notice did you give to him?
6 months.
And you are not even entitled to 6 months again. Are you not aware?
Sir?
You are not entitled to 6 months. So at the time you started instrumenting your payment, you don't know that you are no longer entitled to 6 months.
I used to do yearly, but it's just the way things are.
Any moment you breach your contract of paying yearly and outright, if you pay it 3 times in a year, anytime they want to give you notice, they give you 3 months. What's it called? A week notice. If you are monthly tenants, a month notice. And now that you've started paying half of the month, half of the year, you are entitled to 3 months notice. And you are also indebted. So once you are indebted for 3 months, they cannot give, even if they go to court, you cannot be more than 1 month to go. They will evict you from that house. So he's not the owner of the property. So giving him all these excuses of economic cashless policy. Cashless policy have nothing to do with you. If you want to make payment, you can transfer the money. You must not take the cash to go and give him. So cashless policy have nothing to do with you transferring the money or go to bank and go and pay money. When they say cashless policies, you should not whatsoever. So please, if you want the case resolved, then let's sort it out. But if you don't want it resolved, then The next thing is to serve the owner's intention to recover properties. And in your own case, you can't even delay because you're already indebted, and they have served you even more than what is entitled to you. So having any delay or asking them to give it till December, I don't think that is visible. You have the intention of backing out from them. So if you have the intention of backing out from them, pay your outstanding then you just leave the place. Hence you don't want to live in that place or want to continue based that you cannot afford making the payment, outright payment, or pay it as at when due. The difference is much since last year you been served December last year. December we are already in April. The April is ending to May, and you are still outstanding of this. So no
He's
landlord
supposed to
will
have received the money. He said I should hold on.
receive it when? Was it not your rent expired when?
December. No?
December since last year.
Yes, I'm supposed to pay him that time. He said I should wait. That he wants me to pay together when I'm leaving. I said, why would I let you have your money? He said I should hold on.
So when are you going out now? Since you know that even you yourself you have decided to leave the place, when are you going out?
Yeah, I told you how before because he said the one I mentioned to him that maybe I should just pay him rent for the year. He said let's make a peace. He said no. So I told him as it is now.
For the year how? You pay.
He said he wants us to make peace.
Mm.
Before, and I said, okay, let me pay you for the year, this year.
Mm-hmm. Then you
Then
pack
I
out
will
the
learn
paper.
that before that end of the year, before then I will be able to go. But I also want them to be tried. He said no, then let's come here. That's exactly.
Okay, one after the other. We're already in April. Your standing is 220,
Yes, yes,
and you have to pay 550.
yes, yes.
So do you have the whole both 550 and 220, or you still want to instrument it?
No, I can pay him. So I pay.
Mr. Uche, Uche abi?
Mr. Sonic.
Mr. Sonny, you know this office we dey stand for everybody. We don't stand for one person. We have to balance the equation. Somebody that lived in a building for 10 years, you say 10 years, you say 13 years.
Yes,
Okay. So who live in apartment for 13 years? If the person is dubious, person is bad, person is troublesome, you can't live that much. I've seen ten ant that live in the place, maybe I've seen ten ant that different landlords have brought them in. They will pack out from here to another place. They will not even know that they have issue there. The landlord will say come to this place. Different landlords have brought them to this place, and eventually what to do, we will blacklist the person. If you come here again, we are not just going to treat your case, we will ensure you go to court. And when you go to court, we will take all the evidence and go and present to the magistrate so that they will know how to handle you, that you are a dubious ten ant. If he has been paying 7 years consecutively without failing, let assume we all know what the economic have touched due to so many people, including myself that is sitting here. It's not peculiar. There are some people that are making it too, and there are people that it does not favor. Just like this fan, if you turn to this place, I feel the heat. But if you turn to this side, I feel the cold. That is how situation of life is. We are going to give him the grace. If you warrant me talking to that landlord, I'll talk to the landlord. And that is the reason because he has lived in that place for a long time and he has not have any record of having issue or not paying. Now that he wants to pay it outright, he will make the payment here, write the undertaking, then he can now pack out December. Possibly before he pack out, he will blow and he pack out from your house to his house. That is my prayer for him. Abi Mr. Conelious. You did not say amen to it, or you don't want to go to your house.
Amen. No.
You want to inherit the house.
Amen. No.
So that help me, I help you apply.
I don't want to inherit. So I don't even intend to come here, but it's the way. What his imagination is that my landlord.
Him on his own is not a problem. He's not a trouble manager.
Landlord is my friend, and I don't want to call landlord at the back door. I asked him, tell me to call landlord.
If landlord even
That's-
call you, landlord has breached their own agreement with him, because
No,
you
it's
give
me,
somebody
it's me that say I
power of
want to
attorney
call
to
him.
manage.
But I want you to approve it that I will call him so that it will not look as if.
If you call him, the landlord will tell you to talk with him, because it's the landlord that is troubling him, and the landlord will definitely listen to him again.
Yes,
Because you can't give person property to manage, then you say this person is my brother or the other person is my sister, then he will leave you to manage your sister and your brother property.
He said it all now that within 2 years we are having this. It's not a long time. And they are not a troublemaker. I manage their house. The guy is asking me the way I handle the house, everything. He likes it. Even landlord, right? He recommends that. He says,
For three bedroom apartment or at Okota that every Igbo people want to stay because of all this na market there. For 550, they have tried. If not that you're an old tenant, anybody living there should be paid like 1 million plus.
yeah, that's where I want to go now. He might be reason he want to
It's not
send me packet.
If it's the reason I would have done that. His last increment is more than 6 years. So which but the thing is,
It's not a big issue. It's just the way he's seeing it. He's seeing it that there is money you don't want to pay. He said, I want the landlord to sack him. I said, it's not like that. It's not like that.
If you don't manage well, they will sack you now.
And whenever I come, he said, I doesn't, even if I tell him by March, once he reach March, I credit him. He don't, but for the past 2 years or there, he's seen it as the end of life. I expect those it's not the end of life.
Go and credit go and pay their money first, then you come back to conclude.
But I will pay 500 now. You give me a date to pay the remaining.
No,
just give me the date by yourself.
Pay now. If I'm to give you the date, that's why I say clear now.
I will give you 500 now.
That is what I'm saying now.
Give me
before I need data, I ask you, are you ready to pay off the balance, the money? Now you said yes. That is why I needed it. And he knows that I cannot say no. He have to stay till the end of the day, and he said no. The office stand for everybody, not for one person.
Even this year now, when I want to come out, people will ask me to leave by January, February. He's asking me the money for January. That's why he said I should not pay that balance. It's not like that. My status, I cannot run because of change.
No, let me tell you how some people have problem with managers. If he's talking with the man, you know, some lawyers, some property managers, somebody have managed a house that I lead, and he comes to me, I will issue him check. He will not give the landlady money. Then the next one, he will tell me, don't bother yourself, even if you did not pay January, I can give you to pay till April, because he used the rent I gave to him to pay to my landlady. Then so some people can compromise with tenants. Some will go, the tenant give them gifts. So instead of putting pressure, they will not put pressure. Then the property owner started having problem with them. They always believe that their manager do favor the tenants more than them. So you, instead of even the manager to solicit on behalf of tenants, it's better the office solicit on behalf of tenant than him. He can't speak to the owner of the property on your behalf much, because it has taken long, and moreover that you are not a constant in payment. He have limits to what he will say to the man or the, even if you people are friends. Yeah.
I can understand it. We all feel the same pain. One way or the other. Understand it.
So if you want us to do it that way, then go pay the money. Then we'll know that your words, we should hold you by your word. Then there will be no any stress again. You will not go back and stay, and everybody will sign undertaking to maintain peace and orderliness with them.
Okay, you mean I should pay the whole money now?
Yes, because I asked you,
But
said yes.
I said that I can't pay 500 now.
But I asked you before, you said yes.
But the thing is, I won't accept him staying till December, because the owner was really on my neck last week. He said, pay money, they no pay money. Come up.
Hello, Mr. Harry. What is that your name again? Sonny. You will stay till December.
What we would do is that even if I will leave, maybe you can refund me. I can leave before that.
Yes.
So that I can't leave like this.
I will know. You know, today is a holiday, and you can say that I have that. Well, I have a place I'm going.
Ah,
You can't go. You can't go before December. That is our own. That is our own mediation. We stand to consider both parties in as much as whatsoever. We're already in April. April is already ending May, and any moment from now, we're almost half of the year, and you're asking somebody to pack out. He lives there. Probably his business is within Alaba and all these places. Then you're asking him to pack out without considering that he's going to pay a year or 2 years in another place, and he cannot get apartment of that amount again there.
no, it's not my fault. I gave him
It's not
notice.
that is the reason why we have to put it into consideration. That is why we need to put it into consideration. If he did not know and he has been told, then let him. It's when he default, then he will not know that he cannot be. Which you know he cannot default. You just put it into consideration. Let him. If you want us to speak to the landlord, let's talk to the landlord.
Not able to December. This is what he did last year. Previously, he did the same thing. He said,
What did he
next
do?
month, you keep telling me I will leave by January, I will leave by February.
I hope that you know that has been between you and him,
Eh,
not him and this office.
It's not true. One time he said, I told him I want to
I
pack
hope you
out.
excuse me, sir. What you are going to write here,
Mm.
if you make the payment, you are not going to default to your going out. And you will write that if you do not pack out of the place, you should pack your things out without legal implication. That is what you are going to write. So it's not where you come and say, give me till December, then all of a sudden you not change mind and begin to plead again. You're saying something else, please.
So what is the next thing?
You go and pay the money.
I won't give him till December. Because I have to get, I know the kind of person the number is. I have to talk to her.
Okay, what you do, go and pay their standing. Let them go to court with you.
Do I have time to go to court?
You leave that. Go and pay the half. Go there, go and pay the half. Then come back.
Then transfer, right?
Yes, come over here. Let me complain on that. I don't need to go and talk much about this. Explain what is the issue between you and this person.
Same issue last year, previous year, that's 2021, his rent is not up to date. As in 2021 rent is not up to date. He's to balance husband. He lives in the room and parlor apartment. Actually, he told me he lost his job. His job is having issues. He didn't know how big it is. Then the owner called me and said, Felix is a good guy, but you know we are doing business. He called last year and said, give a notice. When I went there, I couldn't give him a notice because he was sick. I told him, I said, I don't want to do had the picture. I told him, I don't want to compile your problem. But when will you leave? And I told him, I said, you have an option of pay your 150 plus the 350 with last year rent so that you can stay. He said he had 150. The owner said, how? I said they have 300 on hold on. He said they have 300 on hold. The owner said, water is calling the house. I now send money from America to build a tank that I am spending over 2 million from other issues that water is disturbing in the apartment. I have to raise the compound, raise the gate entrance so that we can see what will happen. Why will I be spending money and I'm not getting money? It's not fair. So he now called me this year. He said, I should talk to Felix to do that. Felix is a good guy, but since he's not forthcoming, 150, 350 that will expire this time, and he's still there. I called him, he said I should give him till June. The owner said, June, right? He said, July. July. The owner said no, that I should make it closer because actually we told the owner said this guy doesn't have money. Let him use the money and get another place. I told him, I said, if I start spending money on taking you from here and there, you will pay some money because I can't be paying all the doing expenses on your head. That's just the problem.
What happened?
But what happened is that I'm owing 150,000 balance of my previous year, which was 2002.
2002 is last year,
2021.
2021.
2021. I'm owing 150,000. So this December,
Rico now, recovery of property and others. Why they ask me all this question every time?
I now called you that I have 350 that I should send 350 to you that this February that I will balance you 150. Now said you don't need my money and I should go and use it to look for any apartment which is on December. But I should go and look for any apartment. So that December I felt sick. So I traveled to village. So I now return by this February now. So I called the landlord that the landlord should give me small time. So later he now said maybe you could bring me to this place so that we can write it down. That is what I mean.
So what do you really want now? They wanted you out. So what do you want on your own?
What I want is that I've told him that he should just give me some time to look for another apartment.
And you are to pack and you know you are going, you are very sure you are going out. You
Yes,
go
I'm
out.
very sure.
We're already in April now. April is ending. May, June. June or July.
July, I said July.
Have you been served notice?
No.
So why did you say the July? Who is this your landlord that always want to do this in his own way, forgetting that we have law that guides us in Nigeria also? That is say in America, is that the reason why you feel everybody must be thrown out of his house?
Ma,
It's like next time if you come here again, I will not allow them to register your case in my office again.
okay, let me explain. We are not throwing him out. This payment is not payment is from two times. The balance is 2021. And when I came to him, he lost his job. I gave him the whole of the balance. I told him, I said, you are working on your house. You are working to improve the compound. You have to balance us 150, 2021. We are in 2023. Plus your rent of 2022. That's 500. Now we are entering another.
His apartment is 500.
No, his apartment is 350. Is to balance 150 that will balance 2021 payment. 2022, he didn't pay anyone.
So this one that you're asking him to go now, are you asking him to pay the outstanding and leave, or you should go with the debt to go and rent another apartment?
Ma, what I'm asking him to
Mm.
do, he's not very strong. I told him, I said, instead of you to pay me 350 and I want to collect the money, actually, actually, we came here together. I've never had issue with him.
You know they ever have issue with any of
They
them.
are here now, ma. If they have issue,
Anyone
they
you
will
present,
talk.
you say you don't have issue
No,
with
I
them.
drove down here with them. If I have issue with somebody, I can't be driving in my car.
Okay, next time bring them
So
a
I told him,
trailer.
I said, okay, even if he wants to stay, him, this guy, I will convince the landlord. But it's all about if the guy said, okay, if I collect 350 now, Felix go relax. Say Felix,
Please, are you not working yet?
I'm working. What happened is that my work is not rosy like before. So that is the problem. Not that I'm not working, I'm working. It's just that this December I'm not feeling fine. Because I want to give him the money, 350 naira, that 350,000 that December.
Mm.
Although I felt sick. So I traveled.
You now make use of the money.
Yes.
Wahala dey. They say the bed as is better than the one in the bush. Instead of you to first of all collect the money, you now said no. Now Felix have gone to use the money.
Money.
Felix, so where are you going to get the money to rent the new
But that
apartment
one
now?
is not the issue. That's why I said July. I used to work. It's just that the money is not rosy
And
like
you
before.
think what kind of apartment?
The room and parlour.
If I have
Self-contained.
for now, if I have a room, just a room for myself, because I have a building at Ikorodu myself.
Okay, but you are doing business around that place.
Papa.
No, it's a papa. I work in Aba.
Okay. Are you a cleaning agent?
Yes.
No wonder. Worry don't deal with you because of too much. It affect both of important everything. You know,
The wahala is too
the
much.
wahala is too much. You import, you can't put anything inside vehicle. You bring God. I just pray let it stabilize. That is our prayer. No wonder. So okay. So you want to look for a cheaper apartment, Abby? So that you have a there is better now. If you have apartment, you go. Do you go there weekends? You have family.
How about you?
You have a wife at Ikorodu there
No, in my place.
in your place there.
Papa.
Okay, I think they are fair to you enough. Your Mr. Manager is fair to you enough, but you will still have to consider it's the same thing. I won't lie to you. You know the ones that prove stubborn, I will deal with them for you. The ones that are kind, I will always want to for us to balance the equation. If it's just July is by the corner. July is by the corner and you see a lot of things that happen, all this wahala here and there and everything. Even things that have not really stabilized and set people that are and if you want to give out give out
And
apartment
again,
again.
for me, if I want to give them to December, he's going to pay the cost of all these wahala.
Which one?
The cost of all these wahala I'm doing because
Oh,
Felix, I will give
Felix.
him
Felix
July.
did not say December, he
I
said
mean
July.
July.
What
He knows
you
I don't have problem.
if he's giving you to what is it called, is it the one that came that day?
Yes.
Don't worry, we will refund the 5,000 to him. We will refund the 5,000 to him. That is the case. Felix, you are going to pay for his logistics that he registered to come and invite you. Then we will refund the penalty 5,000 back to him. Then you will not write on the ticket to vacate the place by July, so that yours will be settled amicably. Do you understand? So first of all, have your 5,000 first before you increase Felix rent to whatever.
I want to use it to add more
Thank you. So you willingly give us this one. I just said a dollar. I was looking at it. I said, do you do this person mistakenly? God bless you.
food.
Thank you.
Felix is a good person.
You
He's
see,
not some
you look calm anyway. You look
it's not
calm.
in the compound. I don't even want him to do. Because if I have my way,
Sure.
since he has been there, no trouble. Yes.
And you feel you can't sort yourself
That's
out.
what I want to advise him here. You can't get one room in Okota now
Mm-mm.
for 250.
Yes, so
That
that's
your
what I
house.
wanted
That's
to
why
tell you.
that's what I want to tell you.
Okota, if you move
If
immediately,
you
all
have
this
money,
place will
I am not going to increase your rent. You know, OC will only talk. At the end of the OC is a very nice person. It's not good. If you go look for house, Oga, not be agent like this. This house you are talking now, the person that parked on his own upstairs, we gave it out for almost 1 million.
I know
You
that
understand?
with
Eh?
that.
So
I
this
know.
money then I
Okota is very expensive.
That's why myself, who don't live in. You think I don't want this
Okota na
person
call
to stay like
palace.
this? And his house is almost on the road. He has a building. It's not somebody that doesn't have money. And I put that two flights in different
This
places.
one.
Yes, he was just doing like that. I told him, I
I
said,
said that's why I say you should come with me to deal with see this thing. You can't see. I don't want to talk now, I'm on camera. You can't. You
maybe you
can't.
talk to the owner.
I play with people.
I have to
I
give
dey
them
lenient
the
to
owners
people, but the other
so
side, I
that
don't.
maybe you talk to the owner. I am not this type, you know, I am not this type of agent that rely on one source of business and want to hold people down. I still have houses where I manage that people still pay 400,000. They pay. So I don't want to stop them. But when they start doing as if one doesn't know what to do, I don't want to lose my job.
No problem. I'll come to Mr. Felix, you first of all write that you are going to move out July. If peradventure you find your way out and have a rethink of that you settle with him, you let us know. You call the office, then we reverse you reverse your undertaking. Do you get it? Because if you say July, maybe you say it out of whatever, and you look around, except you have gotten an apartment. If you have not gotten an apartment, to go and look for house. Do you know from now till that July, you may still be looking for house that you will not get choice of your house. So check round if there is any way you can sort yourself out with them for their standing. Fine, it's better for you to continue than that. But if eventually you find any place around that you feel is comfortable and affordable for you, then good. I think that is the best choice. Yeah. He said the manager is a nice man, praise do. The manager is, yes, he's a nice man. He just gave us 5,000 naira now for fuel. He said he's a nice man. No wahala. No, he's a gentleman. Na customer that than him. You don dey see his face. Very soon now he will pay us for being a face of human rights. Do you have any other thing to say, Faris? Okay. Go and give us undertaking. Let this man come in. Let Mr. Odifad man come in.
Do I get my phone? Let's see if we get to talk to them.
Okay. Where is Mr. Paulinus? Hello, ma. Hello, sir. Please don't. This is where you are sitting. Maintain your position.
Madam, okay, let me not talk now.
Don't talk. Oh. Give it to Mr. Felix to sign. And the two H words. I dey make this. When you bring trouble, I will give it to you also. That is how it is. I always like to respect people. And we are here to make peace, not for trouble. And that is why we try to resolve when people come here. Not for any other thing but to make peace. Court is there that people go there to settle their matter. And whatever we are doing here, we're also trying a way to decongest court instead of troubling, adjourning. Are you really ready to make the payment of their money today and pack out December so that I can talk to the landlords?
Yeah, I can.
If you can do that without defaulting, the number is switched off. You can still send. I think I've once talk to him from here.
It's not that one.
It's not that it's another person. He cannot what I will plead with him. If at least the number is switched off, you are not able to reach him, and he will know that we're trying to reach him from the office. We're not able to reach. It's not between you people and Conelious, it's between Conelious and this office, which is not the first time you've been here. You know how we do things here. We respect people, we give people privileges, and those also that default also know how we end with them, and they always regret their defaultment and their action. So it's between us and him, not you people and him. So you have to give benefit of doubt. You don't have personal problem with him. I know. And you guys can meet after today and become friends. He can be anywhere and have his own properties and you still check him as somebody that you manage the property that he was in. You are both adult and you don't know where you need yourself and need yourself tomorrow. So a situation like this, if I'm dating, both people have to bend and also show understanding. We cannot try to resolve, and at long run you want to default and cause us headache. Even himself, he will not like the embarrassment. You understand? So I will you will talk to him and connect me on WhatsApp whenever you get him online, so that I'll talk to him in the evening. Meanwhile, our resolution is let him be there till December, then he can pack out. Yeah. If he's packing out before December, his balance can be refunded. But let there be no
Yes, let it be like
let
that.
there be no any outstanding. Do you understand me? You want an act before then, but it's a give and take. He can go out before that time, but most he will go out December. So if he decided to go out before December, his balance will be refunded back to him, but he cannot stay beyond December. Is that not what you are saying?
Yes, that's what I said.
And that's all. So you can go back and make payment to the same account.
Okay, for the
Yes. What of this pastor? Were you not the one that brought those pastor? That pastor. It's not that recording. Whatever. Was the pastor to leave that time, or they were to pay
They have to pay and leave by December.
last year?
December
This coming December. They will leave.
is
I will tell you something much later. I know what I'm saying. They will leave.
sign it. I'm going to sign it.
You win now for sure. You don't do anything here without another.
Sign it. Then I'll connect to you. You're going to talk to you when he sees where the call is from. There's one of the tenants who invited me. That's a compound. She did not come in. But what she did was to pack her load and run away and leave people in the apartment.
Oh,
So if you invited her, she did not come. She now ran away and leave tenants to sleep.
no, you can evict. You don't know them now.
I know that's what I did. I said, okay, since she refused to come, I told the lawyer to go and make the process.
Yes, they can be evicted. You don't know them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I told them I don't know.
No, those ones they can do. Once somebody is even on is unlawful, you can't sublet them. You say your name is Mr. Sonny.
Sonny Khan.
Today is what? Felix to vacate July.
Yes.
Where is the man now?
Please come. Drop your phone.
Is he done with the payment?
Are you done with the payment?
Yes.
Sit down. You want this person to pay off the expenses here, or you should give it
Let him pay.
to pay? What is the total expenses? Check it.
Let him just pay.
Okay. Mr. Mr. Felix. Mr. Felix should pay the. You please go and make the payment of that expenses 10,000. 220,000, 550,000. That is 770,000. Is that correct?
Ma'am, you said in the savings I don't it's not paying it now.
It's not what?
Say he's not paying this now, but he will send it.
Mr. Felix,
Huh?
please you pay that one now. We are not, you are
I
not
will
part of
send
the
it this
agreement.
night. I will send it.
Just slap your hand.
Let's have give Mr. Conelious the undertaking. You just call. You have WhatsApp number that ends with 550.
Yes, yes.
So when you call the landlord, you should be between at most 8. Once it's 8, don't bother to call me. Then tomorrow morning you can call from 10 o'clock. Yes, and most is in US.
No, it's in Edo.
Is in Edo, is in Nigeria. Okay. I thought it's in US. I would have said okay, you call from 4 because of their own time. Where is the undertaking? Guide him on what to put him through. So
Okay. What will I write? That I will leave December, right?
you live on or before December 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, I, Mr. Cornelius of the social place, residing in social apartment, undertake to vacate and release the property back to the owner on or before 31st of December 2023. One moment.
Look at Mr. Felix.
Don't understand this kind of English. Please, I just want to inform you that this July 30th of this thing and vacating the my room and self-control. No, it's undertaken. I, Mr. Felix, undertake to vacate the room and parlour self-contained and occupying on unfailingly July 2023. Let me see what you write, Mr. Conelious. You said what? Come in here, come and write it now.
You say that no, Mr. Conelious, that you say that
That was
you leave before
If I leave
December.
before that, they can refund me.
yeah,
Say
during
from
the
there.
undertaking, let him sign it. If you backing out on before that time, they will refund the balance. I don't understand. Come and read what you write.
Yeah. That Cornelius will leave the house on or before December. That is, I do not mean that he has the right to take up the money.
And the right to do what?
Take up the money to send me out or send me to pack out of the house. And that if I leave before December, that they should pay for make a balance to it.
You write balance there. Or you say they should just refund to you as if they are refunding the whole money.
You should balance.
Did you write balance there?
Yes, yes.
Let me see. But your handwriting be like this import already for
Look at it.
that my balance should be given to. You sign here your name and date. Your name, sign and date. Where there is defendant.
This is going like
Is writing is so.
no,
Write
no. I mean this.
sign where there is defendant, your name and your whatever there. Your name, sign and date. Wait. Is it writing? Okay.
Today is 21.
21, abi? Where is Mr. Felix Edison? I'm Mr. Felix. And the take the debit. Oh, the face. Come on, Carlos said he should come and sign his saturation. All this thing he can't, he should sign anywhere he can't. Mr. Felix, come inside, please. You are not to be there now. Please sit down. You are to be here. Why are you there? Please sign all this your alteration. Sign it for all this one, sign it. Let me see. If you are writing undertaking, any undertaking that I give, I hope you are seeing space of complaint. So I don't know where you're taking. Please sit over there, Oga. You are not supposed to, you are blocking the fan that is
We are
supposed to
finished.
sit. are you writing so long like that? When they say to refund the balance if you vacate the house on before December, is that what you're writing? As if we are writing this. Did I give you exam in this office? You are laughing.
Failure to abide by the promise in connection with taking offense. My name, the defendant's
No.
or the complainant.
Give him to sign. Where there is defendant. Sign out the complainant. Where you might see complainant. You write all the date. I don't know why you are giving them instead of them. Let me have it. Write, please do write date when you are feeling like you're signing your all these things you are writing, you are not signing dates. This is documents. Anywhere you sign your signature, you can deny that it's not this one. Always sign your date. Your own.
Yes, 21 for 20.
Is there any outstanding utility bills or they are
Yes,
paid?
we pay that we are using. So the other payment is following up with it.
So the PSP and everything. Thank you, viewers, for being with us. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page for Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For other useful information, you can visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. The total sum of 770,000 has been recovered for the rent. Thank you. I will be back in a moment.